All right, let's get cracking here. Let's see. So, I think it's worth maybe kind of repeating, like, oops, I didn't mean to click on whatever this is. So, yeah, hold on. Oh, it opened in a new tab. I was trying to hit back. Um, yeah, just basically, like, I like the idea of, like, for these VODs to just have an idea of time and place. So for the place, like you can see, I'm here in, my room. I pay for it, I guess. So it's, I mean, I pay to rent it. So my rented room. And then here we can see like what's going on at this time, right? So something, something. Oh, oh no, what is this? Okay, so remasters of the old Warcrafts. And GOG says we'll continue to make sure players' existing copies are updated moving forward. Good, good, good. Okay, cool. I don't want to see any of this other. All right, I want to start by looking at Advent of Cyber again. So let's see. So by the look of it, like, so it's an Advent calendar, so there's supposed to be 25 days basically, but I don't think that's really what they've done here. Also, I don't know why it always brings me to this button. Here, let's star this so that we can come straight back here. Okay, so basically, um, okay, so basically, there's not a real task on day 1, there's not a real task on day 2, but I'll try knocking it out. So I can follow on LinkedIn, sure. Let's see what they are. Try hack me, sure. I'm just gonna bring it up on my phone. I think I've got, yeah. I don't exactly use LinkedIn much. I mean, who does? But I think I use it more than most people. So, follow. Gotcha. Discord? Yeah, let's hit it. Um, yeah, I already have an account. All right. What was the invite called? Okay, let me just put it on my phone. Try hack me, accept invite. Okay, let's see what it's like. Oh, it wants me to. What stage are you at in your cybersecurity journey? Okay, I'll show it. What stage are you at in your cybersecurity journey? Just getting started. What do you want to do in the community? What do you want to do in the community? I would say learn something new. Okay, server rules. It didn't show the server rules, so I just said agree. I'm sure it shows them somewhere. But anyway, yes. So now here we are. Here is the advent of cyber Discord. See that? That's not focused. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think that's readable. Let me try one more time. I think it'll. Maybe. Okay. Well, it's not gonna show, but that's basically it. So I don't really use Elon Musk's X. I don't really use Instagram. I don't really use Facebook. I don't really use Reddit. Maybe a bit, but not as like less than certainly a lot less than I use LinkedIn. I don't really use TikTok. Okay, so join our Discord. Discord is the heartbeat of the Try Hack Me community. It's where we go to connect with fellow hackers, get help with difficult rooms, okay, and find out when a new room launches. Our Discord server has over 220,000 members and continues to grow every day, so there's always something happening. All right, cool, that's neat. Are you excited? Oh, here, you know what? Why don't I just bring up the Discord, because I kind of did want to show it. I'll just bring it up here on the actual screen. Okay, it's opening up over here. All right, so I'm going to select Advent of Cyber. All right, let's take a look. So I have this one zoomed to like where I usually zoom it if I'm not trying to put it on screen. Let's zoom it up. This is the size of text that I normally use when I'm on like the Mac or whatever. Wait, is Control Plus? It has to be not numpad plus. Okay, so let's read it. So let's see. Is it better if I do it like this? Let's just read some of them. So many 504 gateway timeout on Elastic. Baby. Aww. Aww. Come on. Nmap it. That will tell you when it's up. Okay. Maybe someone know how to solve this problem. In Discover on Elastic doesn't show any data. I've set the right time interval. This Advent Cyber Tasks is more for fresh guys to go in cyber sector. It's very good education. So, I mean, I hardly know what's being talked about here at all. I don't think I've used Nmap. I maybe used it in that game, Hacknet. I don't really know what cyber sector is, honestly, but am I a fresh guy? I mean, yes, 100%. Hi, welcome, smiley, fix the timeline. Boo, hi, welcome, hi there. Anyone else getting bad gateway? Okay, it just takes a little bit to load. Wait for a bit. Yeah, keep getting it. So that's what they're talking about on the Advent of Cyber Discord. Great. So, yeah, join our Discord and say hi. Okay. Where did I put it? Oh, I minimized it so it went over there. Okay. Hi, Advent of Cyber... what should I say? Hi, Advent of Cyber Participants. Participants. I love you all. Okay, so I'll say complete. Is there a dedicated Advent of Cyber channel on Try Hack Me Discord where users can discuss daily challenges and receive dedicated support? Yes. Yay. Follow us on LinkedIn? I did. Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay. Um... Okay, I'm gonna see what happens if I try to open Elon Musk's X. I'm gonna say, sign up with Google. Okay. Save 40% on premium? What? Okay. So let's find their Try Hack Me X account. Real Try Hack Me? Darn. Okay, real Try Hack Me. Okay. Follow. Gotcha. Gotcha. They're gonna make me start using Elon Musk's X. That's crazy. Check out the subreddit. Okay, so I'm gonna try Reddit. Oh, I completely misspelled it. I put red dir. Whatever it is, it's not opening. Reddit. Okay, so I'm gonna try to log in. I'm gonna try continue with Google again. Love it. And all right, so here I am. So I'm going to look for their subreddit, which is called Try Hack Me. So I'm gonna search Try Hack Me. I don't know if I like the name, but whatever. and I'm gonna hit join. All right, joined. Amazing. So I'm gonna hit complete. Where'd my OBS go? So there's their Reddit subreddit. That's not readable either. Whatever. And then Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna try Instagram. Okay. I'm gonna sign up, I guess. Oh, it won't let me do with Google? Okay, well, let's try it with my phone number. Why not? How bad is it to let Zuck have your phone number? 385. Okay. I'm gonna put, so it looks like I did use this mobile number before, which, I mean, I'm not surprised necessarily. I futz around online all the time. So I'm gonna put, forgot my password. I'm gonna put my number. Okay. Okay, so it says they'll send a code, and then if I enter the code, then I can confirm my account, I guess. So let's see if, let's see. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this code. Was it accepted? Okay, I'm gonna hit save. And now I'm gonna search for their... Man, these guys are clout chasers. But you know what? Maybe when we get to the actual tasks, we will discover that it's all worth it and their tasks are actually cool. I guess that's kind of what I'm hoping, right? Kind of what I'm hoping for. We'll see how it goes. All right, so real try hack me. Follow. For some reason it says join us instead of follow, but the button said follow. I'm assuming it's the same. Okay, Facebook. My goodness gracious. Okay, here we go. Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna try my number. Now I am pretty sure that I have signed up to Facebook with this mobile number. So I'm just gonna put forgot password. Because I remember they used to like send texts with like, oh hey, why don't you add this person on Facebook? Okay, so I'm gonna say get me a SMS link or code. All right, so it sent a code. Create a new password. Save login info. All right, so now I am going to look for, oh no. Where's search? Okay, here's search. Okay, so I'm gonna search for their account, which is try hack me. Is it supposed to be, it says it's people try hack me, and then there's a number. I'm seeing groups. Okay, let's go people. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I don't see it under people. So I'm just gonna follow this one. It says Advent of Cyber. Okay, here, let's take a look. See, they've got that weird branding. I actually really like the colors and everything that they've used and like the whole aesthetic. I think it's neat. So I'm gonna sum it up. Okay, so complete. TikTok. All right, last one. Here we go. So I'm gonna go TikTok. I am going to, let's see, it says get the full app experience. So I'm just gonna say not now. I'm gonna say search. And it says try Hack Me Official. Okay, let's check it out. Try Hack Me Official. Search. Trying to open another application? I'd rather not. Shoot. What the heck? So don't allow. Let me go back and try again. I mean, if I have to download it, I guess that's it. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe it's just gonna make me download it. Okay, sure. It's probably not a big deal. So I'll just say download app. Oh no, it's slowish to download. So spoiled these days. Used to everything downloading so fast. Oh my goodness. It's not that slowish. All right, so then, I mean, so that'll be it. And then when we mark complete. So yeah, I do feel like it's dumb. Like, the idea, like, for an advent calendar, it's supposed to be 25 days, right? But they've padded it out with, first of all, just saying, like, read the rules and conditions. And then number two is to follow them on an egregious amount of social media. I feel like only the Discord would be better and just leave out these other six, honestly. But whatever. All right, so I'll open the TikTok app and let's see if it brings me to the try hack me. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna try continue with Google. All right. I'm gonna put fill password. Let's see if this works. Okay. Uh-oh, it was changed 11 months ago. Let me try a different one. Now I have to put my birthday. I already talked about yesterday how old I am. Alright, so good. Server is currently unavailable. Try again later. Man. Let's try opening TikTok here and see if we have any better luck. TikTok. Alright, let me try muting it. Where's mute? Alright, so we're supposed to find... Let's just go directly to the link. Okay, so here they are. I'm gonna hit follow. So I'm gonna try continue with Google. I think I'll have better luck this time. Let's see. There's that guy again. So this is like brain rot try hack me? Okay, well, alright. That's fine. So complete. Alright, let's go back to exorcism. Let's go back to exorcism. I don't know about this advent of cyber. It seems pretty fake to me. Alright. What music have we got going? Job for a cowboy. There we go. I'm not really into metal that much, but I like to have some tracks in my playlist to keep things, you know, to mix things up a little bit. All right, so where were we? So I was going to do the PHP one, right? So let's come over here. Okay, so here's the PHP. Did I finish the PHP Hello World? I think, I want to say yes. Okay, so there's the Hello World. And if we do exorcism test, it says, okay, so the executable PHP unit is not found. So what I was doing last time is I was just like PHP unit. So I was trying to just install it with brew because it's just usually easier, quite honestly. And I like easy. Okay, so let's try the test again. This version of PHP unit requires PHP 8.2. Darn. Alright, so let's try upgrading our PHP. Where did we even install it from? From apps, right? Honestly, let's see if we can just brew PHP and feel better. So this should be fine, right? Requires 8.2 or better. Okay, so interesting. So we do already have it installed and up to date. So I think we have to get rid of the one on apt-get. So let's go sudo apt-get uninstall. Wait, what is it? It's remove? Remove. Yeah, remove PHP. All right, so let's get rid of the apt-get PHP. And now let's see what it says. Requires, okay, so it still says this. So was it really removed? Okay, so we've got all of these different PHPs. The only one we want, I think, is the Linux brew one. So let's see. So I don't actually know this, but let's find out. So Ubuntu path resolution, something like that. How a path name? No. We want to know like Ubuntu select a different executable in path. Yes, this is my exact question. So this honestly sounds like the best way. Alias. All right. So we'll remember. So we want this for our PHP. So let's go into our ZSH. And so then after exporting the path, let's say alias. And then let's say PHP equals. And then let's put this. Right? Okay, so now what does it say? Nope, still no good. Darn. Let's source it. Okay, now what? Okay, so still no good. Darn. How many times am I going to say this? So it's user bin PHP 8.1. So I don't want to use that. So what's the deal? Okay, so let's do what he suggested first here. Reorder paths in the path variable. So let's go back here. So the brew thing is here. No. Okay, so I put the path here. It does kind of look like it's supposed to be the first thing in the ZSHRC. Okay. Okay. So we want to get, oh no, oh no, what have I done? PHP aliased, okay. But we want to get rid of user bin PHP 8.1, right? I'm just gonna try removing it. I don't know. I don't. It might totally mess everything up. It might very well do that. Nope, it fixed it. Hooray! We'll see if it comes back to mess everything up later on down the line. But for now, it did fix it, so that's great. Okay, so let's look at our file. Okay, let's submit that. All right, let's see what it says. I'm still, I wish I think it was a mistake to start with that advent of cyber thing, because I'm kind of annoyed at it for being just sort of dumb. Okay. All right, so let's go back to this one. Wait, this is the one, right? 48 and 24. And we were looking for PHP, so it's right here. All right, let's try it. Okay, 95? Whoa, that's so many. Wow. All right, so what are we supposed to do in this one? What is the idea here? So the big idea would be every month your partner needs to, or excuse me, your partner meets up with their best friend. All right. So I'd like to meet up on the 10th Thursday. Is that okay? So what is a 10th day? A 10th day, a concept they made up, refers to the days in a month that end in 10th. Okay, so these are the 10th days. Cool, cool. So that's fine. As there are also 7 weekdays, it is guaranteed that each day of the week has exactly one 10th day per month. Amazing. So now that you understand the concept of a 10th day, you check your calendar. You don't have anything planned on the 10th Thursday, so you happily confirm the date with your partner. All right. So your task is to find the exact date of a meetup, given a month, year, weekday, and week. There are 5 week values to consider. First, second, third, fourth, last, and 10th. Okay. For example, you might be asked to find the date for the meetup on the first Monday in January 2018. Okay. Similarly, you might be asked to find the third Tuesday of August 2019, the 10th Wednesday of May 2020, the fourth Sunday of July 2021, the last Thursday of November 2022, the 10th Saturday of August 1953. All right, so these are examples. We learned about the teenth already, I guess. This looks nice. Okay, so that's fine. So, and we know we've got a lot of tests. Do we have anything in here as like a stub? So this is actually an interesting and cool question, I think. So what we want to do ideally is make use of whatever like date functionality is available in like the PHP standard library or whatever that is in PHP, right? And that's cool because in Exorcism so far this year, there haven't been any date time related things yet, I don't think. And so that's neat. Date time things are cool. They're very important. They can be weirdly tricky sometimes. And so, yeah. So what is all this? By adding type hints and enabling strict type checking, code can become easier to read, self-documenting, and reduce the number of potential bugs. By default, type declarations are non-strict, which means they will attempt to change the original type to match the type specified by the type declaration. In other words, if you pass a string into a function requiring a float, it will attempt to convert the string value to a float. Lovely. To enable strict mode, a single declare directive must be placed at the top of the file. This means that the strictness of typing is configured on a per-file basis. This directive not only affects the type declarations of parameters, but also a function's return type. For more info, review the concept on strict type checking in the PHP track. Link? What link? No! Okay, so to disable strict typing, comment out the directive below. Sure, let's comment it out. I don't think. Oops. Okay, so here's our PHP. So it's a PHP file, it has a function. Throw bad function call exception. Okay. So we're supposed to return a date time immutable, it looks like. Okay, so let's start there. Date time immutable PHP. Okay, so here's our php.net website. Ooh, this looks nice. So we don't need to worry about the time. We just want the date. So add from format. It sounds like a good one to use, probably. So we can pass in a formatted string. I do find these formatted strings interesting. I wish they were more consistent across like one programming language to another sometimes. The way the date format is in Go actually really confused me for a while. I don't know, I don't think it was more than like an hour or whatever, but like I kept messing it up. I messed it up like 5 times, not understanding how it was supposed to work. All right, let's close this one. So we have to pass a string format and a string of the date. Let's close that and that. Suddenly it's like I'm tired or something. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. I actually kind of want to do this one in JavaScript as well, and maybe even in Python. But I'm going to try to do it in PHP first and foremost, because that's what I selected. Okay, so a year is going to come in. So let's see. So PHP string interpolation. This is something very common in PHP, right? I haven't messed with PHP like much at all, but I have seen enough to remember having seen that it had nice string interpolation, I think. Oh man. Um Okay, so yeah, it was like this. Love it. Totally love it. That's great. So we're going to create a format string, first of all. So let's look at format options. So we will need a day of the month. But that's what we're tasked with figuring. Okay. So I'm going to say int day. No. PHP declare variable. And what's PHP comma? I want to write out in plain English what we're going to do. Okay. So, first of all, let's set a day variable to one of the following. If which is first, set day to 1. If which is second, set day to 8. If which is third, set day to 15. If which is fourth, set day to 22, right? So we add 7 each time. If which is last, set day to, what do we want to set it in this case? 22 still? Probably 21, actually. So no, if it's last, then we whoops. Oh, I don't even know what I just did. Huh. This is the special case because we have to count backwards from the last day of the month. All right? Okay, so if which is 10th, set day to 13. Let's put that. So first, so in each of these cases, we start there. So we'll start at 1, we'll start at 8, we'll start at 13, we'll start at 15, we'll start at 22. then count up from there until we get the right weekday. Set day to the last day of... Whoa, where's my space? This keyboard, it's a wireless keyboard and it's not very good. And sometimes when you either push... Sometimes a key press down or sometimes a key down event or a key up event, sometimes they get missed, and so a key will like stick. It's just... It's a cheapo-ish keyboard. I was actually thinking yesterday, like, wouldn't it be cool to get, like, a fancier keyboard? That, honestly, other than the fact that the keys, like, stick that way, like, sometimes an event is missed, there's nothing really wrong with this keyboard. I kind of like typing on it, but it's cheap. You know what? It would look cooler if it... There are a lot of things that could make it look cooler, but the one thing that I would most like would be RGB lights, because that's the kind of person that I am. That would be awesome. So, set day to the last day of the month. 28, 29, 30, or 31. So all of those are possibilities, right? Then count down from there until we get the right weekday. Okay, so, I guess that's going to be the idea, right? So we're going to switch. So PHP switch and case, I guess. Switch in the manual. Let's take a look. Okay, so we can totally switch. So we are going to switch on which seems appropriate. I like that. Looks like they used parentheses, so let's use that. Okay, and then they showed cases. So the case will be first, right? Okay, so then when we declare variable, did I even click that? Basics. Yes, basics. This is where I want to be, baby. Yes. All right. So, cool. So we'll just say day equals 1. All right? And then we break, right? Okay. Okay. Good. So case second day equals 8. Right? Okay, third, 13. Fourth is 22. Teenth, 13. This one is 15. Okay. First, second, teenth, third, fourth. Okay, so then we'll, of course, need the case for last. And oh, you know, I never figured out how to type emojis in Vim. So if I go onto the command line and I try to put in an emoji... Oh, it doesn't. Oh no, that's bad. So this emoji picker never worked. Like, so if I go into here, it works fine, right? So I need either a different emoji picker or a different terminal. I was actually thinking I want to probably switch. So this, of course, is Alacrity, but I want to try WesTerm instead. I might do that today. So yes, so this top row, these are my favorite emojis. Oh, this is another one. Let me see. Oh, of course, I love the rocket. I'm a little bit more distracted today than usual. I'm always kind of distracted. Person shrugging, yeah, it seems like a good one. I love the shark. There are some, I like some of the animals. Wait, is there not a gerbil? Is there a hamster? Oh, there's a hamster, yep. That's a good selection of animals. Oh, look at that fly. That fly looks pretty nice. I love the unicorn, of course. The monkey is a good one. The wrench. I like all the zombies. I love the fact that they have, like, most flags. Well, I don't know about most flags, but, like, UN recognized flags, I think they've got all of them, right? These flag graphics actually look nice, too, I think. Here's United States. US outline islands. It's the same thing both ways. Isn't it? Looks like it. All right. Yeah, that's enough distraction. What was I actually about to do? Oh, I was about to put a comment, and I was wishing I could put an emoji into my comment, but I don't know how to type emojis in. How to type emojis in Alacrity. For some reason, it doesn't want to work. So, what is even this emoji picker that I'm using? I don't even know. About. So this is emote, modern pop-up emoji picker. But it doesn't, I mean, it seems nice. I really like it, but it doesn't seem to work with Alacrity. So should we look for this link? Emote. I really like this emoji picker, I must say. So modern emoji picker for Linux. So why does it not work with Alacrity? Doesn't say. This is a topic that I know basically nothing about. If I open like the default terminal, like the XFCE terminal, does it work in here? Oh no, I think it doesn't work in here either. I wonder if it ever did. I don't think it ever did. Wait a minute, if I'm in the VS Code terminal, does it work there? I haven't opened this in a while. I open this on Mac all the time. I don't even remember how to open the terminal. On Mac, it's Command backtick, but Control backtick doesn't seem to be doing it. Is it Control Shift backtick? There it is. Okay, so if I put an emoji in here, does it work? Oh, I think it still doesn't. Ah! So I guess I just need a completely different emoji picker, probably. Which emoji picker works with terminal? I actually do press Win key and period the same as on Windows. I like that. Okay. Full disclosure, I created this app using Electron, but you have to tell me if they work on terminal. It's not that important, I guess. See, like, in VS Code, like, apparently it doesn't work in the terminal, but if I just want to type it into my code editor area here, I can have as many emojis as I want, right? Although, yeah, I like this emoji picker. I think it works really well. Except with the terminal. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think my mental energy is a little low. It'll probably be better this evening. My mental energy is probably a little low, and I think that's why I'm becoming more distractible than I have been most days. So here we go. So case last, to do. Okay, so let me leave these comments in here. So first of all, let's set a day variable to one of the following. If which is first, set day to 1. All right, if which is second, set day to 8. If which is 10th, set day to 13, right? If which is third, whoops, set day to 15. If which is fourth, set day to 22. Then count up from there until we get the right weekday. If which is last, this is a special case. Okay. I'm about to spend forever on this simple problem. Okay, so now we have to find what day of the week is it, right? So that's going to be something that this is supposedly going to help us with. And PHP, we can use a REPL, right? So if I go PHP right here, do I get a REPL? I want to say, I think so. What's it doing? I don't know what it's doing. I don't think it's opening a REPL. Okay, so PHP REPL. So you just go -a. Okay, cool. PHP -a. Yay! All right, cool. So if I say $day equals 1. Okay, so now if I put $day, do I see it? Do I have to put echo $day? No. Wait, they echoed something here. Oh, do I have to put a semicolon? Okay, so let's put $day equals 1. Oh, all right, fair enough. Echo $day. Oh, okay, so now now I know. Okay, that's fine. So now let's do a year. Okay, so $year equals 2024, let's say. And $month equals 12, let's say. Okay, so now let's try creating something. Let's try creating this. So we're gonna try to do date time immutable create from format. All right. And it's just gonna be, we're just gonna start with a day, month, and year. Oops. So I'm gonna go date time immutable create from format. I'm gonna try like that. That's what they said here, right? Okay. And then the format is gonna be, we'll start with, I guess, day of the month. Okay, so I'll put D. Oh, you can put a textual representation of a day. What? This is exactly what our problem wants. Look at this. If the day name given is different than the day name belonging to a parsed or default date is different, then an overflow occurs to the next date with the given day name. That's exactly what our problem is supposed to do. It's going to completely take care of it for us. This is why you read the manual. Oh my goodness. I mean, I've obviously barely reading any of the manual, but hey, we found something helpful. So it said to look at examples, right? So here's an example. They did create from format. It says JMY. So if we go back and remind ourselves, the J is either, okay, so D or J are interchangeable, I guess. So that's cool. So they chose J, and then they put a dash, all right? And then they chose big M, which is for a month. Textual. All right, so I'm going to go with numeric, I think, for my purpose for now, because that's what I did. And then they did big Y. Okay, so let's try. So we're going to go J, yeah, M, Y, same as they did, right? And then here, I'm going to go $day dash dollar month dash $year. Okay, so let's put that into, or let's echo that. Okay, so it's not echoing anything. Can we do $date equals, and then echo $date, maybe? Okay, so I'm not seeing anything. So does it have like a toString type method? Something like that, probably. So same as date time, except new objects are returned when modification methods are called. Cool, cool, cool. So now format returns date formatted according to given format. Okay, let's try that. So echo $date dot, I think it's dot. Oh no, it's arrow. Oh, my bad. Arrow. Okay, okay, fair enough. So we'll call format, and then I'll put this format we used before, JMY. Call to a member function format on false. Oh, shoot. So it returned false, and I didn't see that because nothing came out when I tried echoing. All right, all right. So let me go back and look at this example, create from format. Okay, so these examples are going to help, hopefully. So they said date time, create from format. Okay, let's try copying this exact example, because this is pretty much what I was trying to do. Oh, wait. I needed to use small m. Let's try. Okay, so let's go back. So here, it should have been small m. What is this? Could not be converted to string. Okay, so we're going to try format. So this time, so I've used a small m so I can pass it in as a number. And then if I pass a big M here, it should come back as a word, right? Or an abbreviation. We'll see how it comes back. So then we'll put in, we'll just put that in, I think. Okay, so 1 December. Okay, so far so good. So now I am learning. Great. Can we see that okay? So that's what happened, basically. So yeah, so now we need to try the overflow behavior, which seems like exactly what we're looking for. Why is this still showing up? Okay. So the overflow behavior we see here. So it did YMD HIS. Okay, so I don't need HIS. Day name. Here we go. Okay, so let's go back up. So J is for day of the month. Then L is for the textual representation. All right. So I'm going to say we're going to do the same as we did here, but now in addition to J, we are going to have L. I'm just going to put a space, I guess. And then this is going to be let's do mun. All right, like this. Okay, so now it changed it from 1 to 2. So that's cool. And if we put a different day, it'll change it to whatever it is that we need. Right? Okay. So now, let's just make sure that that works according to what was in our README. Right? So let's look at the examples. So we'll do this again. And so let's see. Okay, so here's the first example they gave. So first Monday in January 2018. So if it's first, then day equals 1. Month equals 1. Year equals 2019. And then we're going to say weekday equals mun. Okay, and then we'll put weekday in here. Okay, undefined constant mun. Yep, I forgot to quote it. Getting so excited that I forgot some pretty basic thing. Okay, so now it says 7, and is that what it wanted? No, that is not what it wanted. Interesting. So, oh, no, I put the wrong year. It was supposed to be 2018. Okay, so that's right. All right, next example, 3rd Tuesday of August. All right, so if it's the 3rd, then the day that we start with was supposed to be 15, right? Because we add 14. The month is going to be 8, and the year it says is 2019. And it said Wednesday. No, it said Tuesday, excuse me, my goodness. Okay, so it came out with the 20th. And yes, that's correct. Let's try another example. So if it's the 10th, then we said we should start with 13. Okay, it's May 2020. And it is a Wednesday, right? And so it came out with the 13th. Okay, good. Okay, so 4th Sunday. So if it's the 4th, we start on 22. The month equals 7. The year this time is going to be 2021. And it's going to be a Sunday. Okay, well, I'm convinced. 25th July. Okay, I'm convinced. So now, obviously, the special case is going to be the last, and it's just going to be a little bit different. Or actually, it's going to be a lot different. But let's do this. So year and month come in as ints. Weekday comes in as a string. IntelliFence. Okay. So we've already got the year and the month and the weekday. So we're going to go return date time immutable, create from format. I'm going to set the format up here, so it's going to be what I was using before. So $format equals LJMY, right? Yeah, I believe so. So we'll put the format in here. Then here we will put a string which is going to be $weekday, followed by space. Then we're going to put $day dash $month dash $year. Yep. Yeah, that's literally it. So technically this should probably happen after the switch is done. Because it's the same for. Let's test. So unexpected token switch. Okay. Yep. It says unexpected token on 37. Let's take a look. So let's see, 95 tests, 78 assertions, 17 errors, 78 failures. Okay, so let's see. This is so many. All right, let's see what is the first failure. So I got 2013-0513. So expected was with these zeroed out, and actual was, for some reason, with a date in there. 10:26. That's not even the current time, I don't think, is it? Okay, so I don't understand why. Oh, maybe that was the current time. I think that was the current time. So anyway, we've got to zero that out. So the time, we're going to have to zero the we're going to have to go, let's see, big H ISV, and that'll be 000. Okay, so 0000, and that is going to be big H MS, right? No, ISV, because M is month. Okay. 95 errors. So it was supposed to be HISV, and it came back false because I messed it up. Okay, let me go back to the REPL real quick. I need to take 5 minutes here real soon. Okay, so now if we put 0 here, and we put H here, is that okay? Apparently yes. If we put .0 here, and H .I here, That's not okay. Minutes with leading zeros. Well, that explains it. Okay. So then seconds, I guess, are probably leading zeros as well. And what about the dot V? That is up to 3 digits. Okay, so let's see. Okay. I think that explains it. Let's go back in here. So we just need a couple of extra zeros thrown in here because of the leading zero requirement. Okay, so let's see. So nothing, wait, nothing worked, did it? Or did it? Hold on, let me clear. Okay, so we tried to run a test. Oh, so there were 17. So we did get a false on last. So the lasts are not working yet because those are not implemented yet. Okay. It looks like all of these failures are on lasts, as far as I can tell. So that's as expected. So we got to do last, which is not going to be quite as simple. I've already spent so much time on this, and I got to take 5 minutes. All right, I will be back. All right. Give me 5 minutes. Put something in the fridge. Oh, wait, hold on. All right. So I think really what I want to do is I don't want to do it the way I wrote it out. So I don't want to do this. I think I just want to say I'm not going to do those. First, set day to 25. Then we must check to be sure we don't overflow into the following month. If we do, set day to 22 and try again. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. So we're going to say $day equals 25. And then we're going to say dollar computed month equals date time immutable, create from format. So yeah, use the format. And we will use weekday, day, month, year. Okay. And then we'll go format. And all we want to get back here is the month. Like this. Okay. Oh, but we want to get it back in the form of an int, right? So, small m. Okay, so then let's look in our REPL again. So if we do that, so we say, so this time day equals 25, all right? And month equals, here, let's, so they did the last example was the last Thursday of November. So let's do that example. So we'll do day equals 25. Month equals 11. year equals 2022. And then it's going to be Thursday. Okay, so it rolled over to the next month when we did it that way. So if we do just M, then we can see that it's 12. And then we can see, let's say, let's delete all that and just say dollar computed month equals this. Get rid of echo. There we go. So now we say computed month equals month. So it should be false, right? Yeah, it's false. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't just show it when I echo. Something I would have to learn if I was going to be using this much. Okay, so now if we choose a different day, okay, so we chose Thursday, so let's say that instead we choose Wednesday. So now it should not overflow to the next month. We got 11. So now this one is correct. Okay, so we should be able to do that totally. So we should be able to say if computed month not equal month, okay, oh wait, okay, but there were issues? PHP unit deprecations? What are these PHP unit deprecations that we're talking about? Okay, but there were issues. I'm just going to submit because the website will probably tell me. And I think I like this problem, so I'm going to try it in the other couple of languages as well. So this one says passed. It does say it's an easy, so that's good. Actually, let me take a quick look at it and see if I think I want to refactor. So we did PHP, we did this function. I have, first of all, let's set a day variable to one of the following. Okay, so yeah, let me refactor because that comment is misplaced. Okay, so we'll use this format. Let's set a day variable, which is first. Let's just say if, hold on. Let's say if second, 10th. Okay, so we don't actually have to do that counting. The create from format function will conveniently automatically find the correct weekday by Counting forward, starting from the day. So hip hip hooray for that. All right. So we don't need to do okay, so that's better. All right, so okay, so I updated the comments. I think these look better now. Any other refactors that we want to consider? Case first, case second, case teenth, case third, case fourth. Do we need to include a default case? I'm not going to. Yeah, forget about the default case. So I think this is fine. So these are magic numbers. So these need some explanation. Whoops. Oh, did I hit caps lock? Is that what happened? So these need some explanation. If the month length is 31, then the last day will be 25 or greater. Right? So that's the explanation, right? If the month length is 28, then the last day will be 22 or greater. I think that's enough explanation. Okay, so that's a little refactoring. Let's take a look at our test. So, I mean, does that even count as refactoring? Dual Steel, cheap viewers on View Market Online. You are a winner, Dual Steel. All right, so let's submit this. Okay, let's take a look. All right, so that says good. And if we look at the iteration, it doesn't like mark anything out. Okay, so now let's close all these PHP. I think it's a little disappointing that PHP is apparently only featured on one of the challenges. Let me see if that's correct. I mean, PHP is a major language, right? So, I mean, it's fine, but I would have liked to see more PHP potentially. So, title starts with PHP. Yeah, there's only one, right? Compare that to Ruby, and there's 4 of them apparently. How does Ruby get 4 times the love as PHP? That's wild. I mean, I would have liked to have seen at least 2 different PHP exercises, but apparently we only got 1. And I mean, you know, it's whatever. Like, there are only so many exercises in the year. Oh, but you know what? I say that, but it's also very possible that one of the ones that hasn't been revealed yet may very well be PHP, or even both. It might even be both. Anyway, so that's very possible. Let's go to Erlang. No, I want to do pure script first. Okay, so I guess I haven't joined this one yet. I think I thought that I had, but I probably confused it with CoffeeScript. That's the only thing I can think of. All right, let's do npm install global pure script spago. Sounds like a winner to me, baby. Let's hit it. I think I need sudo for this. Let's see what it says. Yeah. All right, so we added the packages. Let's try the hello world. I honestly just really love the system that they have going with Exorcism. Now, you know, Exorcism is a great platform. It's had so many contributors over so many years. It's easily one of the best coding platforms on the internet, in my opinion. Right up there with Code Wars and Leak Code, I would say. Um, yeah, well, no, Leak Code is in a different tier. Leak Code is better, but Exorcism is in a very good tier. Um, what was I got myself distracted. But just doing it this way, where, like, it'll tell you, like, hey, do the tooling. And then, right, like, okay, so we've got this already. We'll do the tooling. We'll download this. And it's, like, amazing. It gets you started so, so well. So, so well. Anyway, let's try the test. And the fact, and this tool, like, helps you so much. Like, it's just, like, they just streamline this whole idea of, hey, we're gonna get you started. It's amazing. All right, so it looks like, oh no, who wrote this? Oh no's? What? That's madness. Okay. Okay. So, man, oh no's. All right, it's fine. So the installed PERS version is 15.15. The minimum package set version is 14.7. So we want to install a compatible PERS version. All right. So that's going to be doing what we did with npm, right? So now we need to do pure script, and I'm going to put 0.14.7. Is that what's wanted? See, I don't know if PERS is pure script. I don't know what else it would be. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So we have a packages doll file. Let's look at that. What's in the packages doll? Okay, fine. All right, let's look at the help. Okay, so we're supposed to do Spago test. I think that's what we did. So yeah, it says the same thing. Oh, let's try this. If the PERS version is too new, and yes, that appears to be the case, you can try using Spago upgrade set to upgrade to the latest package set. Let's try this option. That sounds like it'll work pretty easily, if it does work. Sounds like it might work in a low effort manner. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see what happens now. Test. The following packages do not exist in your package set. Math. Okay, let's see how we add it. Beginner. So we're supposed to go yarn spago install. Is that the truth? Where's the doc? Well, it's not Prosecco. Prosecco, I mean. Here it is. Yay! Alright. So Spago, okay, cool. So this is package manager, so this is what we need to do. So we can run. We can bundle. How do I install a direct dependency? Okay, so let's try. So I'm gonna go Spago install math. Huh. Okay. Let's just do spago install. Still says the same thing. So we can init package set build. Okay, so spago install. Let's try very verbose. All right, so now let's go back to what the beginner was saying. So you tried to do yarn spago install pure script big number, and then what did they say? So why are they using yarn? Do we have a... It doesn't say anything about yarn here, I don't think, right? Well, you know, let's see. Yarn spago install. I guess. Okay, understandable, understandable. The following packages do not exist in your package set. Math. Okay, let's go back. Yep, that's what I got. Oh no. Okay, all right. So let's look in the main, I guess. So there's no math in here, right? This is a little worrisome. Okay, so then what about in the source? Yeah, there's sure no math in here. Okay, okay. Is it in one of the doll files? Yeah, math is here. Let's just take math out of there. Right? Let's get rid of it. All right, so how about now? Interesting, interesting. Okay, cool. Awesome. So I'm not super enthused yet about this language. Like the amount of time that it took to do that was like even worse than your typical NPM, especially for just a hello world. But I think there's a good chance that it won't be like that every time. So we'll see. I like it when these languages make a very good impression by just working very fast right from the start, which a lot of them do. Okay, so if we run it again, presumably it's very fast this time, right? Yeah, okay, good. So let's submit that. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, processing. Fair enough, fair enough. Mark is complete, baby. Okay, so now we're going to do the actual problem, which is the date problem we just did, right? So let's go back to 48. So the problem is called meetup. Okay, so I'm going to try to finish this one. When this one is done, I'm going to go look at Advent of Code. Okay, so we've got a stub here. I like that. So let's see if we can get some syntax highlighting, right? So vim pure script. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Yay! Okay, good enough. All right, so we have some week, first, second, third, fourth, last, 10th. Good. We have some curried function, so it looks a bit like Elm, kind of, I think. Let's see. Pure script. It kind of resembles Elm, I think. It says influenced by Haskell, so that's similar to Elm. Is Elm even mentioned here? Yeah, so it's sort of comes from the same influences as Elm, I guess. He started to work on PureScript since he wasn't satisfied by other attempts to transpile Haskell to JavaScript. Okay, interesting. And then, so PureScript, so does offer this higher kinded polymorphism. So that's, I guess, different, but it's probably not going to affect this problem. So it is listed as part of the Haskell family of programming languages. Cool. So anyway, so we need to implement this. Yeah, it does look very, very much like Elm. Which I guess is because they both look very much like Haskell. I just feel a little less familiar with Haskell. All right, so we're going to take a year, month, week, weekday, and we're going to return maybe a date. And it's going to be very much like what we had before. So I think we're going to use like pattern matching, right? So, because we used a switch before, so year, month, but then the week is going to be first, weekday, Is it like that, kind of? Okay, so then let's look at pure script date. And I wonder if that overflow thing might happen similar to what we had in PHP. I don't recall having ever seen that overflow behavior before in another language, so I'm not sure if I would expect it to be available outside of PHP. Let's find out. So module meetup week, import data date, import data maybe, import effect exception unsafe. I guess I'm not going to use that. So it's date and not date time because we're not concerned about a time. These are for generating randoms? Huh, okay. So we don't need randoms. Do we have a REPL for pure script? Spago REPL? Oh, there it is. Cool. Isn't this what I just did before? All right. Okay, so how about now? Okay, so we have to do it again for the new project, right? So let's go into Spago doll math. And then we have to install. Okay. Oh no, what? Unexpected token? Oh, okay. Unknown value year. Let me review how my Elm code works. So which one of these was good? Let's look at the 2 bucket maybe. So we did equals, and then we just put something here, and it was a maybe, and so here we put nothing. But I think I still missed something. So we put these all things, and then we put equals. Okay, so the equals goes at the end. Is that better? Unknown data constructor, nothing. Cannot import type nothing from module data maybe. Okay, so let's see. Pure script data maybe. Oh my gosh. I can't. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. All right, so maybe. So we could do nothing. And nothing is here. So let's see. So how was I supposed to use nothing? Cannot import type nothing from module data maybe. Okay, so I don't think we have nothing here. Right? I mean, that's what it told us. Unknown data constructor, nothing. Where do we use nothing? It says it's a do we put maybe dot nothing or maybe colon nothing? Oh, I don't think that's it, is it? Okay, I think it might be dot. Shoot. Needed to import maybe dot dot. Okay. Okay, so like they did here, kinda. Could not match type maybe with type function year. Uh-oh. Okay, okay. So line 18 could not match type maybe. Hooray! Here's my REPL. All right, so now, so now, let's see if I can get back to where I was trying to go. So we start the REPL here. We can try importing something. So data date. So let's try doing a canonical date, right? Okay, so yeah. We're gonna go Spago REPL. We're gonna go import data date, month, weekday, year. Okay. Now we're gonna try to go canonical date. And we're gonna put in a year, so 2024. We're gonna put a month, so 12. We're gonna put a day, so 2. And a date should come back out. It says unknown value canonical date, so we're gonna try import data.date canonical date. Okay. It says could not match type int with type year. Okay, fair enough. So when we want a year, the toEnum function can be used to safely acquire a year value from an integer. All right. The toEnum function. Okay, pure script toEnum. Okay, so we're going to try to import. So we're going to say import. And we're going to say data.enum toEnum. Okay, so now we're going to try this again. And we're going to say toEnum 2024. It says could not match type maybe T0 with type year. Okay, so we're going to put just, and can we use pipes in this? I presume probably. No, I guess not. So we're gonna say import data maybe just. No. Pure script just. So we're gonna import data, maybe just. What? Okay. So now it says could not match type maybe with type function int. Uh-oh, I'm getting myself into big trouble on this one. Okay. Okay, so if I go to enum 2024. Oh, wow. Error found. No type class instance was found for data show T2. Okay, so let's look at the to enum again. I'm not using it correctly. So to enum is, let's see, so from enum A, no, no, So to enum is supposed to go from int to maybe A. So we can't do it like that, I guess. Can we do year? Where's year? So year was the one that said to use to enum, right? Unknown data constructor year, yeah, fine. Okay, so we're trying to, well, yeah, this is what we're trying to do, right? We have an integer, we want to acquire a year value, but this also, we're probably running around where we don't need to be because in here, it's a year that gets passed in anyway, right? So the only reason I'm trying to do it is I'm trying to get a year at the REPL. So let's see how they got a year in the test. In the test, we're using some dollar signs everywhere, right? So are these dollar signs? Oh my goodness. Okay, so pure script dollar, what else did we see in here? At star. What are these symbols? I think this is part of the beginner stuff, right? Getting started. Okay, where's the pure script by example book? Language reference? Differences from, okay. Okay, so they used this, and show person. So are these concat? That's fine. So they're using that for concat. But what about when it has like a star in it, right? Okay, so star in it. So that's not shown here. What about when it has an at in it? No. What about when it has a dollar in it? Okay, so we do use this. Okay. So now in pure script by example, let's search for this. No search results. Okay, so well, let's just try and do what they did. So when we wanted a number, we put this in there, 2 inu. So I don't think that's going to be enough. But if I copy this whole thing, do you think that'll run in the REPL? Wait a minute. This is the one that I want, actually. This looks good. I didn't actually copy it, apparently. Okay. So we want to put just dollar canonical date dollar 2 inu 2012 star 2 inu 12, and I'm pretty sure it's going to tell me I need to import these things, right? But let's just see. Right? So let's do that. So unknown operator dollar. All right. So that was imported from somewhere, I guess, from Prelude. Okay, so what is pure script Prelude? What is this? Yep, this is where I am. I'm on pursuit. Let's see. Okay. So I guess this is where these operators are defined, right? So we want to import Prelude and then try again, right? Okay, so now we want to import data import data maybe. Okay, so how about, okay, so now import data date, and then import data enum. Much better. Okay, so let me make sure that I've got all those imports in my actual file. So I don't want to do this. I just want to import it without any of that. I want to import prelude, and I want to import enum, right? Okay, so now let's see what it says. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, so now I want to import prelude, data date, data maybe, data enum. You think that's it? Nope, we can't do it with commas. Where's the so in the basics, let's look at the import syntax, which is probably towards the beginning, right? So import data dot number square root. That's in getting started. I want to know all about import. No, we need to go to the actual docs. Okay, so pure script language documentation. The pure script book. Oh no, this is pure script by example still. Language reference. Okay. Maybe. Modules. Import. I just want to know if I can just import everything on one line, which is what I would kind of tend to prefer, but like, if not, whatever. The reason I would prefer that is because then I could just do it in one go on the REPL, you know? But, all right, let's try it with spaces instead. Huh. For some reason, my delete key didn't want to work there. Prelude. Okay, so let's try import prelude, import data date, import data maybe, import data. Okay, import prelude. Man, the REPL's gonna annoy me if I have to put in all four every time. Not that it's a big deal. I mean, if that's the way it's gotta be, then I just need to live with it. Um, import prelude, data date, data maybe, data enum. That's gonna do me no good. Okay. Import data date. Shoot. Pure script import. Okay, modules, basic importing. Okay. So we can do this, we can do this, we can do this. Oh no. Um, this is Python. Sure, yeah. So like if it's a source file, then yeah, 100% I like it this way. But if I'm working on the REPL, then I just want them all like this so I can do them all at once on the REPL. Sure, but you can regex search. But yeah, I mean, sure, it's easier. Um, I'm moving really slow. I was moving at a reasonable speed yesterday. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna have to live with it. Maybe import data. Okay, so we import those. So now we go find what we did before. And so now we have a date. So we need the prelude, the data date, the data maybe, and the data email to do that. And that's fine. I just wish I could import them all on one line. All right, so now, now that brings me back to where was I before? Where was I before? So, let's see. So canonical date. I'm gonna have to close many of these. Okay, let's close whatever I'm not directly using. So we did this. We don't need to look at this. This is needed. These are the same page. So let's close one. We can close this. Close this. Close this. Close this. Close this. Close this. Okay, I need this. These are the same thing. Can close this. Need this. This is something we have previously. Probably will need that. I don't understand that. I guess we should have the, I don't know if the book is gonna, I think the book will be helpful actually. Okay, so then, yeah, that's probably needed, Close that, close that, close that, close that. Probably need it. So this is the book again, but it's a different chapter. Okay, so we're gonna organize these. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that anymore since I couldn't figure out anything. Okay. Whoa, no, please. All right, I don't know what happened there. So, canonical, whatever. Canonical. So it's canonical date, right? Let's look for it. The resulting date components may not be identical to the input values, as the date will be canonicalized according to the Gregorian calendar. For example, date values for the invalid date 2016-02-31 will be corrected to 2016-03-02. Okay. Fine. So that's good. So now we do have a weekday, but canonical date does not take a weekday. So can we... So we want to go find the weekday that we want, right? So we're gonna say, oh, find weekday. So this is gonna be something that takes a date and a weekday. All right. And it returns a date. I don't think it has to be a maybe date because we already know we have a date that we started with. So then we'll say find weekday. Date weekday. Okay. So then we'll say equals, and then we'll put our if. So so now we want to say weekday equals, and then we want to get the weekday off the date, right? So we should be able to get a weekday off of there, I think. Okay, so let's see. So in the REPL again, unexpected tokens. Okay, so then date, and for now I'm going to put else date. Could not match type date with type weekday. Oh. Not that, not that, not that. Unknown module date. Okay, so when we use weekday, let's see if it's in the book. Nope. Okay, so weekday, so these are not going to work. Let's say D and W, I guess. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so now let's do our imports. We don't want this. We want this. We want this. And we want this. Yay. Okay, and so now, so now we're gonna say, we're gonna say that thing about a date. So we get a date this way, so that's cool. So it says just. What is that about? For some reason, the home key didn't work there. And the delete key didn't work there. No, it says the same thing. Okay, so what if we leave it off? Okay. So I thought when we put just, it was supposed to sort of like unwrap it, right? I think. But maybe I'm crazy to think that. All right, so now can we go weekday of all this? Could not match type maybe date with type date. Okay, so now if we put just in front of it, can we be good? No, maybe date. So that's no good. So we want to use this, I guess, right? Maybe? Let's see. So we're going to put this. Ah, okay. Just Friday. Okay. Oh, man. So that's what we want to do. My mental energy really is low, actually, today. Compared to yesterday, I mean. See ya, it says. All right. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, let me go back. So now we want to be able to see, we want to be able to check if that is equal to something. So we're going to do our imports. And then we're going to go weekday like this again. So it says just Friday. So now, I want to say Friday equals, right? And it says could not match type maybe weekday with type weekday. Okay, so we have to, I think, put that same operator in front here. Let's see what this does. Unexpected token Friday, so that's no good. But I think, can we try like this? It seems crazy. No, can't try like that. Oh, maybe, could it be just dollar? Whoops. It keeps saying unexpected token Friday, right? So if we get rid, I'm very much not used to the way this keyboard binding or whatever it is on here. Okay, so if we just do that, then it says just Friday. So far, so good. Can we do equals Friday here? Yeah, so we need to use parentheses. Okay, could not match type weekday with type maybe weekday. Understandable, I guess. So can we do... just. It's not going to help, right? So now it's maybe weekday, so that's crazy. So what is this star? This is apply. This is pretty new material for me. It's pretty hard for me to read and understand. Like I'm not understanding it really. So let's try with the star. Okay, let's try with the star like this. Okay, no good, no good. Okay, so I think let's go ahead and just try putting a maybe on the other side. So we did this, right? Okay, so now let's put this as maybe Friday. That's so crazy. Unknown data constructor, maybe. So we have to put just Friday, right? True. Okay. Okay. Fine. All right. So now, how do we iterate through the different values of an emu? So up from will do that, right? So like if I'm looking at Friday, I want to get Saturday, right? So we want to try let's try up from Friday. It says well, it's not going to work. No type class instance was found for support eval T2 weekday. Could not match type weekday with type int to maybe TZ. Amazing. There we go. So if we do Saturday, if we do Sunday, okay, so if we do Sunday, it's nothing. So that means that if we get nothing, then we need to start over from Monday, right? Okay, okay. This is a little bit of a brain blast for me. All right. I mean, not a brain blast, but a brain melter. A head scratcher. Broadening my horizons. Okay, so do I think I know enough to now do something? Let's take a look. So in here, and what was the pure script comments. Okay, so we're gonna say, so when we go to find weekday, so the W has to be just. So if just W equals weekday D, then D. Else, so now we recurse, right? Else find weekday, and then it's going to be, so the date is still going to be D, and this is going to be suck for successor, right? W, right? But that could be nothing, so that means we need to see what we do if it's nothing. So D nothing equals find weekday D Monday, right? So we start over from Monday. Okay, so I don't know what I was going to comment. But, like, yeah, that's the idea. So let's see if if we can go here. So no, we can't. So error found, line 20, could not match type maybe T0 with type weekday. So I add D nothing. Right, so nothing is not a weekday. So here that's not possible, right? So can we define it with another type? So if we say find weekday date, and this time it's maybe weekday. No, I guess it's really nothing is what it is, but that's not really a type, right? Yeah, so if we use successor like this, we know that gives us a maybe. So yeah, I guess it has to be a maybe. Maybe that's better because then we don't have to do this. We just do W. And then here, we have to put just. What does that say? Okay, could not match type. Okay, so we're on 22, and we used weekday where we wanted maybe weekday, it looks like. So let's go to 22. Let's see. On 22, it said could not match type weekday with type maybe weekday. Let's try this LSP. I think the LSP was quite helpful in Elm. So let's see if it's good here as well. Let's try. Oh. Nope, it says the same thing. So 1. Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm not seeing any hints yet. So it was on 22. So I have W, which I think is maybe weekday. And then I have weekday D, which I think is maybe weekday. But it told me specifically that one of them is weekday and not maybe weekday. So that's messed up. So which one is it? It's got to be this one, right? But I don't... that doesn't seem right, but sure. Let's see what it'll say. There's no way, right? Yeah, okay, so it turns to maybe weekday. So apparently this one is the one that needs to be maybe, I guess. So I'm gonna put just, which definitely takes me by surprise. Why can't I move anymore? Did I hit caps lock? Okay, so maybe weekday with weekday. This is on 26. Oh my goodness. What? So it's not maybe weekday. Oh. So it shouldn't be this. It certainly should not be this. Okay, so 22 could not match type maybe T0 with type weekday. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, maybe T0 with type weekday. Uh-oh, I'm in big trouble. I do not know why it said that. So this is wrong, right? It actually needs to be this. Okay. I think it was sort of leading me astray, but I should have known better. No, it still says the same thing. Maybe T0. Okay, so wait. Okay. I'm really out in the woods. Oh, shoot. What happened? Okay, so D nothing should be find weekday, D Monday, right? Yeah, it seems like it. So what's the deal? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So, I mean, nothing can't be passed in here. It has to be maybe. Okay. So then this one should be just Monday. That one I thought should have been okay. Okay, so let's cat the file. No, not that one. Okay, so let's go to our REPL. Okay, so let's comment this whole thing out. Okay. Let's cat again. Okay. So we are going to do this. We're gonna do this. Or can we maybe paste all three at once? Okay, that's better. Okay, so now we're gonna try D date. Uh-oh. Right. Okay, so we're gonna go how do we use this REPL? Okay, hold on. Pure script spago REPL. Okay, so see the result of an expression like this. Input multi-line expressions using the paste command followed by Control D. Really? Paste. Enter multiple lines terminated by D. Okay, so let's paste. Okay, so we're going to say D date, and we're going to say D equals, and then we're going to do that whole date expression, which was somewhere. So D equals, it says could not match type maybe date with type date. So we're going to try paste D date, D equals, and then we're going to try dollar at the start. Okay, unexpected token. So what was apply? Pure script apply. Okay, I gotta take 2 minutes. But this is interesting stuff. I think my fun here is being hampered a bit just by the fact that I find the REPL a little bit annoying. So let's see. So like, if I go up, that's great. But if I press home, nothing happens. I can press control to go through like this. Or I can just use arrow key without control to go through like this. That's fine. If I press end, nothing happens. If I press delete, nothing happens. I can backspace. So right, so there's just a few little annoyances that I just find the REPL a little bit irritating. So, why do I still not understand how to get the value out of a maybe? Pure script get value out of maybe. You should not do that. So you should handle both the just and nothing case. So, but yeah, my question is, if I'm handling the just case, can I get the maybe unwrapped? What is pure here? I'm getting hungry too, so because I'm getting hungry, I think I am going to call it a little early, and I'll come back later. Okay, so I don't, I don't, are we saying, okay, are we saying that we just never want to unwrap a maybe? Okay, so we'll just, however many maybes we have in the chain, it's just fine. That's just what we deal with. Okay, so what is it that I want to do then? Okay, let's try quit. Let's try cat, and let's go back in. Okay, so let's try copy pasting this. Okay, lovely. All right, so then we're going to try paste. We're going to try this. No. Shoot. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. We are gonna try weekday. No. Let's try that date expression again. Okay, so that gives us just a date. Now, can we put weekday on this? See, yeah, so this is the reason. We have a maybe date and we have a function that takes a date. How do we use the maybe date with the function that takes the date? That is what I want to know. Right? Like it's like this guy is saying you should not unwrap the date. But then how do I use the function that takes a date if all I have is a maybe date? Right? You should not unwrap the maybe date. Okay. Can I have a version of this function that takes a maybe date? Let's see. Pure script function that takes value, pass it a maybe. From a maybe? So how was I doing it before? I had figured something out before, so why did I move away from it? We did something with the weekday. So this got what it was, right? So here we got just Friday, and the reason we were able to do it was because we used the less than dollar greater than. What is the less than dollar greater than? I've been seeing it and I still don't understand what it is. Okay, so it's right here, right? Data functor map. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look. Can be used to turn functions a to b into functions f of a to f of b. Oh, so that's the exact answer, isn't it? I don't think I fully understood it yet. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have to take off. Okay. So how, let's see, how are we going to use this information? We were able to do this. And then back here, I think I'm gonna have to start again. So we take date, and then I don't know, and then something. Can we? So if this gives us just Friday, I don't think we can do this, right? It's gonna be like, oh hey, it's mismatched. I'm looking for a weekday, and you gave me a maybe weekday, right? Oh no, never mind. Interesting. Okay, so now if we increase this, now we got Sunday, and again, so this time we got nothing. And so when we get nothing, we want to do Monday. I've been going back and forth in circles for well over an hour. Okay. The fact that it went just is a little worrisome. Okay, so now what if we put this in here? Now it says just nothing. Okay. How about here? Oh, that is so... I don't understand what's happening at all. I don't understand what's happening at all. None of my predictions are coming correct. Okay. So let's see. So why can't I maybe have like so what if I map it backwards? Like they were saying, was that like a flipped map or something? Oh no, 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 no. That's still the dollar. Excuse me. I mean the hash. Okay, could not match type maybe with type function maybe t. Okay, so we can't do that. Yeah. Okay, let me go out and let me just go back in here and say the objective again. Okay, so the idea here is that we need the next calendar date which could be the date given or another date within the following week that matches the weekday given. So we can use the weekday function, which is imported from date to get the weekday from the date that was passed in. Hooray. However, it may not be possible to pass an actual date. I will need to discover whether we need to accept a maybe date instead. Okay. If the weekday from the weekday function matches the weekday that was passed in, return the date. Okay, so this is crazy. Why did I put D here? Okay, so none of this makes sense. So yeah, it's good that I'm finally discovering where I had gone so horrendously wrong. Okay. Otherwise, call the function recursively with the following date. Okay, so, okay. Find weekday. I don't, yeah, saying maybe seems so crazy to me. So obviously there's no chance that it's nothing if it's not a maybe. So here, find weekday dw. If w equals weekday d, then a d. Else, find weekday. W is unchanged. We don't change w. So this is crazy. We just pass w. For d, we need to increment the date. So let's see what it says. I'm getting annoyed at PureScript in a way that I didn't with Elm, and I think it's my mood more than anything. So I am going to stop now. I'm going to stop, I'm going to eat, I'm going to come back at 5 o'clock.